Hello, my sensationally seductive viewers. As always, I am your host, Supertainment, and today we are playing preseason week 2 of the Dolphins franchise. What is going on, guys? I expect you to leave a comment every video telling me what you're doing at the exact moment you watch this video. But let's get into it, why don't we? So as you can see, I've given J.P. Lossman the second starting spot, and I've given Slayton the second starting spot as well after his performance last game. I've also given the fullback, Al, whatever, his chance, and Julius Pruitt, I put him as the number 3 receiver after that very long catch, and, hopefully he can produce this game. I also dropped Colombo, and I picked up Mark Tosher off the free agency, and I gotta tell you, it was a smart move for me because my O-line was just dead on that side. I've also given Jimmy Wilson a chance to play. If he can, play good, maybe I'll bump him up next week. Reggie's my returner. Clyde Gates is my backup returner. We all saw what Clyde Gates did last week, so let's hope he can do it again this week. Anyway, like I said last week, I am playing the Carolina Panthers and Cam Newton. And that is a bit of a problematic area since my team has trouble stopping the run, and now they have a running quarterback to take it for me. But like last week, I'm using my orange uniforms, and I plan on winning this week because I am the Miami Dolphins, and we are playing the Carolina Panthers. So let's get right into it, and I gotta say, real quick, they have an absolutely fantastic running back combination, and he almost breaks it. D'Angelo Williams almost breaks it there for big yardage. But on third down, I managed to stop Cam, and they have to punt it to me. And on my own third down, I throw it to Julius, and he gets hit and drops the ball. That is one drop for him. Not good. D'Angelo comes back, and he does what he almost did before. Breaks it free. Taking it to the yard, home, house, whatever you want to call it. Touchdown, Carolina. It's 7-0, and I am down. I find Julius Pruitt, though, making a big catch and holding on to the ball, surprisingly. But that is a short-lived moment because Julius cannot keep his feet in bounds for third down, and he manages to go out of bounds attempting to catch it. So I have to punt it away and give it to Jonathan Stewart, who breaks a tackle, and he is gone as well. My defense is not looking good here. 14-0 Carolina. Let's get into it here. And as you can see, I'm showing you kickoff, and that means one of two things. And what did it mean last week? The same thing it means this week. Clyde Gates manages to stay in bounds, and he can do it. Yes, he can. Touchdown! Touchdown, Dolphins. And that makes it 14-7, putting me right back in this game. Hopefully, though, we can stop Cam from throwing it at least, because I know he got the wheels all day to run it. So it is third down and 8. He has to make a big play. He goes deep. More. Olsen almost catches that. Almost catches that. But I have the ball back, and I am looking for Reggae Bush. And I gotta say, he's had a tough time running the ball for me so far, but that is one big reception for about 20 some odd yards, and he's looking pretty good. And a beautiful pass by Henne to Devon Bess gets me right in field goal range, and hopefully I can nail it through. If memory serves me right, I believe I make this game 14-10 with a Dan Carpenter kick, 53 yards down the center. That makes it 14-10, and I am heavily scared because D'Angelo Williams breaking tackles. If I let the computer do this, I would have ended up down 21-10 right there. But it's all for none because Cam hands it off. Stewart finds the room, and it is in for another touchdown. The running backs are killing me this game, and Julius Pruitt just can't hold on second down. Third down, I give it to him again. Can't hold on. Julius, I'm sorry, brother, but you're going to have to be demoted in the next game because you have dropped some very crucial balls. And going deep, Jeremiah Bell, that could have been the game ender right there. That could have been the nail in the coffin. But luckily, I have the ball back, and I have Reggie going down the middle. And this would be the second big reception he makes in this game because he takes it home. He is quite a good receiver, and I have to make some decisions after this game whether I want to keep him as a running back or move him to wide receiver. But on defense, we cannot tackle. What was that, 4 players? 4 players just dipped, dived, dodged, and missed every single tackle, and he ends up with the final score before halftime. But we have Slayton here. And I said I'd give Slayton a shot, and he needs to prove himself. Right there's a nice little run, and Lossman as well needs to prove himself because I believe in Lossman. Anyway, Jonathan Stewart almost takes a yard as well, and that puts him over 100 yards on the day. Very worrisome, but on third down I'm able to stop him and let him punt it to me, which gives me the ball and gives Slayton a chance to prove himself, which he does. The 10-5 touchdown, Steve Slayton, and you will get the starting role next game, sir. But we have Jonathan Stewart on the other sideline, and he is a starter in and of itself. But I just cannot stop it. I cannot stop it. Steve Slayton breaks in 1 tackle, and then Lattimore just, you got to aim a little better on your tackle, dude. But that's okay because we have Lossman in the game. And you know what, Lossman? We're going to throw it deep. We're going to get Hartline. Hartline drops it. I don't know what's going on with my team right now. Third down. I find Fasano down the middle. There we go. Lossman, it's time to lead your team. Find Fasano again down the middle. You know, it's, Fasano almost fumbled there. But you just got it. You got to put your trust in one player. And for the third big reception of the game, Reggie Bush comes up and he makes another crucial catch. That is 3 big receptions he has made, and that gives us an easy touchdown for Lex Hilliard, making it 35-30. But back with the ball, my team, JP Lossman, I can't blame JP on that one. I threw it into multiple coverage, and it's just very hard. But luckily, we have a very good team that can strip the ball instead of tackle. So we have the ball right back. Finds Fasano right down the middle. This is a crucial series here, because if I don't score, I am in big trouble. Slayton gets me those 9 yards of happiness, and eventually a first down as well. But JP Lossman throws it to Fasano, and unfortunately the safety hawked the ball in, and I could not stop it. But we have one opportunity to get this game. Second down. We got to stop him. It's now 3rd down and 1. My team has to come up with a big play. Marvin Mitchell up the middle. Hits him. Stops him. 4th and 4. They have to punt it. I'm out of timeouts. JP Lossman, I'm putting my trust in your hands. You find Clyde Gates for a good 15-yard pickup. Possibly 20. Finds Fasano down the middle. Yet another good catch for Fasano. And he finds Clyde Gates running across the field. And that makes it very possible for Steve Slayton to put it in again for his 2nd touchdown of the day. I think I found myself a starting quarterback. I go for 2. Unfortunately, Steve cannot get in. That makes it 36-35 with 27 seconds, and he has all 3 of his timeouts. Jimmy Clausen finds Nane on the sidelines, and I am very worried at this point because there is just nothing I can do to stop him. But luckily, I have Rashad Jones in there to make the play, and then I get a beautiful, beautiful time sack. making it 4th down now. Burnett misses a sack, but that's okay because we've got Sean Smith coming in, making the play, doing what he does sometimes. And that is the end of the game. Hell of a game, hell of a match, very dramatic. I win by 1 point, and I think I found my starting QB for the next game, JP Lossman. You led your team when we needed it most. I think I found my starting running back as well, Steve Slayton. You've earned it, but the MVP has to go to D'Angelo Williams with 260 yards, 2 touchdowns, and all of that on 11 carries. But, as you can see, the play of the game goes to Reggie Bush for that magnificent catch and run right before halftime, taking my team and giving them 7 extra points to make some moves, or, just give us some overall confidence. So that makes my Dolphins 1-1 in the preseason. And I gotta say, this was a very scary game. Once again, Dolphins win 36-35 against the Carolina Panthers. Cam was not a factor in this game, but you know who was? The rushing game. 435 rushing yards for the Carolina Panthers compared to my 93. But I give them 337 passing yards against their 114. That was quite a game full of yards earned everywhere. And as you guys saw, Henne actually had a very good game for the amount of time that he was in there. Although he only had 5 completed passes, but JP Lossman, he has earned his chance to start. He may not have had a touchdown, but he led the team when they needed it most. Steve Slayton, 97 yards rushing on 7 carries. That is a good day. He will get the start there behind. No, I believe he will start. Daniel Thomas will be the back behind him next game. Anthony Fasano with 79 yards, and Reggie Bush 152 passing yards. Reggie, I gotta say, I think it's time we transition you to another position. And in his first game with the Dolphins, Mark Tosher gets a pancake block. Very smart pickup by me. And here we have to cut players again. So I have to cut some players that just weren't showing me anything. And, who needs a backup punter, right? I'm very happy with Brandon Fields. I'm sure he'll be my punter for many years to come. So we have to cut players, and I would love to keep them all, but you can't do that because it's the NFL. Anyways, you can see next week I will be playing the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and hopefully I will be winning that game. Who knows though, because the Bucs are 0-2, but that doesn't always tell the story. Anyway, guys, I will catch you next Thursday for Week 3 of Dolphins franchise preseason Week 3. Peace out, guys.